In last part, we have studied about the Thomson's model of atom. In that, Sir J.J. Thomson proposed that atoms consist of positive sphere and electrons are embedded inside the atom. Then we studied about the Rutherford's model of atom. In that, Sir Rutherford performed the scattering of alpha particles experiment. So today in this lecture, we are going to talk about the Niels Bohr's model of atom. Yes. So hey guys, my name is Tanmay Jadhav and you are watching my YouTube channel. So let's start today's session. So guys, before going towards the Niels Bohr's model of atom, I want to share a short but very knowledgeable information about Niels Bohr. So on your screen you all are able to see that information. So Niels Bohr 1885 to 1962 was born in Copenhagen on 7 October 1885. He was appointed professor of physics at Copenhagen University in 1916. He got the Nobel Prize for his work on the structure of atom in 1922. Among Professor Bohr's numerous writings, three appearing as books are: first is The Theory of Spectra and Atomic Constitution, second Atomic Theory, and third The Description of Nature. So guys, in order to overcome the objections raised against the Rutherford's model of atom, Niels Bohr proposed two important postulates regarding model of atom. Yes, that two postulates now we are going to study. And the first postulate was only in certain orbits, known as discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside the atom, inside the atom. So what was first postulate? First postulate was only in certain orbits. See, it is orbit and inside the orbit there is nucleus. So only in certain orbits known as discrete orbits. Meaning of discrete is stationary. Means that orbit is not having capacity to move. Meaning of discrete is stationary. Of electrons are allowed inside the atom. Means these orbits are stationary and inside these stationary orbits electrons revolve. Yes, inside these stationary orbits electrons revolve. So second postulate was while revolving in discrete orbits, electrons do not radiate energy. And it is the most important postulate. While revolving in discrete orbits, electrons do not radiate energy. See, Sir J.J. Thomson proposed that electrons are embedded inside the atom. Rutherford proposed that electrons revolve around nucleus. Yes, electrons revolve around nucleus and while revolving they radiate energy. But Niels Bohr proposed that while revolving in discrete orbits, electrons do not radiate any kind of energy. If they will radiate energy, then they will collapse and perhaps the atoms will not exist. So, first postulate was only in certain orbits known as discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside the atom. Inside the atom, there are stationary orbits and electrons revolve around stationary orbits, and while revolving in these discrete orbits, electrons do not radiate any kind of energy. And one more thing, that Niels Bohr has given the name, this orbit or this shell are known as energy levels. Energy levels. This name was given by Niels Bohr. So now we are going to see how are electrons distributed in different orbits. Yes, so first of all look at this diagram. This diagram is of a few energy levels inside the atom. These are all discrete orbits, and orbits or shell we call it as energy level. That name is given by Niels Bohr. And as always at the center of this orbit, it is always a nucleus, and then this first orbit we call it as K shell, and second orbit L shell, and similarly for third and fourth M and N shell. This n equals to 1, n equals to 2, n equals to 3, n equals to 4 are all orbit number. What it is? Orbit number. Yes. So the maximum number of electrons present inside these orbits, that formula was given by Niels Bohr. And what was that formula? That formula was 2n square. Yes, that formula was 2n square. It is very important formula. So if we want to know how many electrons are present in first orbit, means in K shell, so we will apply this formula. First orbit, yes, first orbit, we will do it by this formula 2n square 2. Now here n we have to put 1 square, because n equals to orbit number and we are finding for first orbit, that's why we have put 1. So 1 square is always 1 square is 1, and 2 ones are 2. So inside the first orbit there are 2 electrons. So we will draw here 2 electrons, 1 and 2. Yes, inside the first orbit there are 2 electrons. And now we will see for second orbit, means for L shell, second orbit. By same formula we will do 2n square. Now for second orbit n equals to 2. Now we will put 2. 2 2s are 4, means 2 square is 4 and 4 2s are 8. And in second orbit there are 8 electrons. So we will draw here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yes. In second orbit there are 8 electrons. Now we will do for third orbit. We have to put this formula only and do. Yes, for third orbit same formula 2n square. And now we are doing for third orbit. So therefore we will put n equals to 3. N equals to 3. So 3 square is 9 and 9 2s are 18. 18. So in third orbit there are 18 electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Yes. In third orbit there are 18 electrons. And then similarly for fourth orbit also, by putting the same formula. Formula will not change. Fourth orbit 2n square. So now we will put n equals to 4. 4 square is 16. 16 into 2, 32. Yes. And then for fourth orbit, in fourth orbit there are 32 electrons. So it is not possible to draw here for me. So just by doing this we can come to know how many electrons are present. So for if I talk about fifth orbit, okay, I will tell you for fifth orbit. Yes, for fifth orbit, in fifth orbit by putting same formula 2n square. Now orbit number is 5. So we will put n equals to 5. 5 square is 25 and 25 into 2, 50. Yes. So in fifth orbit there are 50 electrons. So hope you have understood how to apply this formula and get to know how many electrons are present in different orbits, or orbit 1, orbit 2, orbit 3, orbit 4 or orbit 5. So guys, in today's lecture we have studied about the Niels-Bohr's model of atom. In that we have seen two important postulates. First was only certain special orbits known as discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside the atom, and second was while revolving in these discrete orbits, electrons will not radiate energy. Discrete meaning is stationary. And why they will not radiate energy? Because if they will radiate energy, then electrons will collapse with each other and hence the atoms will not exist. Then secondly we studied about the how are electrons distributed in various or different kinds of shells. There we derived the formula 2n square means we have seen the formula of 2n square. By putting this formula we can know that how many electrons are present in different orbits or different energy levels. If you want to find out for 6th orbit or for 7th orbit, then also we will put this formula only. Suppose I want to find how many electrons are present in 6th orbit, then instead of n I will put 6, and 6 square is 36 and 36 into 2 will be 72. So I really hope that you have understood how to apply formula and know how many electrons are present inside energy levels or various energy levels. So thank you so much guys for watching this lecture. I really hope you have understood today's topic and have a great day ahead. Bye.